So we've talked a lot about kind of the products and the services and
Sure.
kind of the bull case, if
Yeah.
you will, for you guys and for crypto. What are the things that kind of keep you up at night? And you spend a lot of time just figuring out, how do we solve these problems?
Yeah, look, I mean, we're a very KYC and AML focused exchange. We want to be compliant. We want institutions to know that they're not going to come onto this platform and buy Bitcoin off a money launderer or someone that's been financing terrorism. So we do have strict controls. We do have KYC and AML. And as a result, retail often, run into problems. So we have to be very active in driving that forward. That's one thing that I work on actively with both the sales team and the marketing team, is making sure that we've got that plan really mapped out and making sure that we're always sort of helping retail on an educational basis understand what they're dealing with, but also really making the process a lot easier as much as possible, but adhering to compliance guidelines as well. So that's probably the one thing that does keep me awake at night around the platform itself. In terms of other stuff where we've got, I would say, probably one of the coolest institutional on-ramps to an ecosystem that I've seen anywhere in the industry is our trading platform. So we have a trading platform called Diginex Access. And Access effectively allows you to trade on any platform. You've got to have your own login, but effectively allows you to trade algos and ARBs and spreads across different platforms. But the important thing about this is this plugs into two of the world's largest trading technology providers, FIS, I'm sure you've heard of, Fidelity Investment Solutions, and Itiviti. Those two providers alone cover the large majority of the institutional finance space that look at outsourcing their trading technology. We plug into both their portfolio management systems. So anybody from any of those institutions that wants to start to trade crypto gets given access as part of that portfolio management system as their crypto module. So this is huge for us in terms of helping, again, drive adoption. But obviously it's a way for us to get paid for all the flow that's going on in the industry, as well as obviously help direct flow into Equos from these institutions.
Got it. Makes a lot of sense. And then talk a little bit about from a talent standpoint. Obviously, you're in Hong Kong now. How have you found the market for talent and building out the team? Is this something where you've been able to kind of convince people from the traditional world to cross over? Are most of the people that you're finding just coming right out of the crypto world already? And just kind of elaborate on that.
Yeah, no, sure. So as you probably know, Hong Kong has quite a rich crypto environment, and actually there, I don't know if you saw it, actually there was Bitcoin ads that have been put up everywhere around Hong Kong now outside.
Was that you guys? Was that you
No,
guys?
it was actually it was the Bitcoin Association.
Okay.
But kudos to them. It was a very high quality move. I loved it. But yeah, look, there's a big community here and a big focus on the industry. So obviously we've got that access, but also there's a huge financial services industry and a lot of people that we know from that world that we've been able to pull over. To give you an example, so the guy we hired to run the investment products business, I told you we're just launching that now. So that's the sort of the way into structured products. As a guy that we knew from UBS, ran global structured products for them. UBS is the biggest structured product house in the world, with their private bank and their asset management. So, taking their global head of structured products and moving him into this industry was quite a coup for us. But yeah, look, we're a global business, so we hire a lot out of London, Switzerland, as well as Hong Kong, and now we're building into Singapore as well. So actually, with the listing, we're moving the company to be a Hong Kong headquartered company. So that's obviously another huge talent pool around the fintech space. Not so much in crypto as Hong Kong, but yeah, it's obviously also in the traditional finance. One thing I've really found with this industry is obviously my own passion when I'm interviewing people and getting excited about it, as I'm sure you do when you speak to people about the asset class. But even with a much smaller checkbook that I ever had to hire people in investment banking, we're hiring levels of talent, way above what we were ever able to achieve in banking. So I think this is really just turning the heads of some of the most, brilliant minds in traditional finance, as well as obviously, young people that are coming up and looking at traditional finance and going, I'm going to go crypto.
I tend to think that you're right there, my friend.